Of course, I don't have to sit here and tell you about why you should hit the road this summer. There's so many great reasons to enjoy northern British Columbia, our region, even the great country we live in. But I will tell you, one of those reasons is definitely the Energetic County Fair. If you're looking for mini Kiss, I got that. It's a mini Kiss band, I kid you not. If you're looking for country music, they got that. They got Blue Rodeo. If you're looking for something else, guaranteed they have a little bit of that too. And we're going to tell you all about it, why you should head there, up to Fort St. John, and so much more on CKPG Today. Make your way to the Peace Country July 16th to 18th for the Energetic County Fair. Back for another year with some big bands, some great festivities, and so much more. We're going to expand on that today with Dale from the festival organizing side of things. Dale, great to see you again here. Are you getting excited?
I'm really excited. Actually, I'm more excited about this one. I guess just because we're still doing it, and we're on year number 5 now, and it's just such a great thing, you know?
I feel like 5 years for a music festival is an incredible achievement, because really you're kind of a prisoner to the weather a little bit, but you've made it through here, and there's some big bands set for the 5-year anniversary.
Yes, we decided to do a lot of Canadian this year, just because, just change it up a bit. But our goal is always to have iconic artists each year, and we have been able to accomplish that every year. So. With Winona Judd last year, and you did a great interview with her, and so on, right? And we've had Tanya Tucker, Randy Bachman, so we're just gearing a little bit younger. But what we're trying to do is create once in a lifetime concert experience. So this is the only time you're ever going to see this combination and this particular vibe or presentation ever in your life. So
yeah, you got 3-day set of jam-packed action. I'm going to go through some of the artists you can expect. So Mini Kiss on Thursday, which is the Guinness World Record holders for the smallest band in the world, which is pretty cool. Blue Rodeo, John Foster on Friday, High Valley and the Roadhammers on Saturday. Those are just some of the highlights. I feel like you guys have worked the genres here very, very well. I mean, Mini Kiss obviously leans to the rock and roll side, and then like we were saying, Blue Rodeo, John Foster is kind of a different kind of segue out of that genre on Friday. And then Saturday, yeah, the Country Fest begins here, because High Valley is, yeah, we're talking about up-and-coming bands. I'm big fans of them, and the Roadhammers as well. I mean, hopefully you don't have any mud, actually. Hopefully just playing it on stage, but...
Well, typically, out of the 12 days we've had so far, we've had 1 day of rain and one short storm. So that's pretty good. And usually Julys are quite warm and hot. And they're expecting a heat dome sometime this summer next. So we're a little bit wet right now, but I think we're going to have beautiful weather.
So if someone hasn't come to the Energetic County Fair before in the past 5 years, Dale, tell me what the experience is like. What can they expect, and how do they make the experience successful as a music fan?
Well, it's what they can expect is just a really friendly atmosphere. The whole place is licensed, of course, so you can have a beverage, but kids are also free. So we have roving puppet shows and things like that for the kids, and all the stuff, the mini donuts and all the food trucks, and about 30 craft vendors as well. So there's lots of things to go and see and wander around, and you bring your own camping chair, and it's really laid back.
For ticketing information and options, Dale, what kind of stuff you got? Weekend passes, single day?
Both, yes. We've got a single day for each day, but the weekend pass right now up until, I believe it's for the next 2 weeks, I believe it's $159 for all 3 days. So there's 6 celebrity headline concerts for $100. I mean, it's almost free, and then kids are free, and then the regular price is $189. So it's the most affordable music festival in all of Canada.
So many names, so many bands. It's going to be a great time. Thanks so much for joining us today, Dale. I'm looking forward to hearing all about it and taking it in up in the Peace Country, July 16th to 18th. Of course, if you missed anything, and the ticketing information will include it on our website as well, ckpgtoday.ca. Thanks, Dale, and wishing you all the best this year at the Energetic County Fair.
We hope to see you there.
Miss an episode? That's okay, life gets busy. We get it. Or maybe you didn't miss anything, but you're here to watch that one feature again because honestly, it was that good. No judgment. Here's the good news. You can relive every moment of the CKPG Today show whenever you want. Head over to ckpgtoday.ca, click on the Today Show tab, and voila. So grab some snacks, kick back, and binge away because let's face it, life's too short to miss out on great local TV.
We're here at the Ensuite next to MCO for this month's edition of Home Improvement. And you guessed it, this month we're talking about bathtubs, sinks, faucets, taps, whatever you want to call them. A lot of stuff. Where do you start? I guess you sell a little bit of all of it here, right?
It's very difficult. We can absolutely start looking at some of these tubs. We also have a nice demonstration area as well that we can take a look at, and much more as well.
Awesome. Okay, well at the Ensuite you guys have lots of very cool, trendy things here. What have you noticed? What's popular right now? What are people looking at?
So that's difficult to answer because there's so many different factors to designing your bathroom, ensuite, kitchen, whatever it may be. So, I mean, it varies, right? So, depending on age and a bunch of different factors.
Yeah, we were saying like there's a black bathtub in the back. Now, it looks great to me, but you know, maybe my mom or something, probably doesn't want the black bathtub, right? It's preference.
No, yeah, absolutely. It's all about preference. Always about preferences. What works best for you, right?
Now let's talk about the types of materials too, Austin, here, because this is interesting. You're saying some of them are really heavy and some of them are surprisingly light.
So there are some tubs that are made with acrylic, say like that one over there, or there's some that are made with cast iron tubs as well. And then there's some that are more kind of rock-based and granite-based material that's used to make some of these tubs.
So if I was a first-time customer coming in here, how would you start? What are some of the questions you would ask me?
Well, first off, what's the project that you're starting? What are you working on? Are you working on your ensuite? Are you working on a powder room, kitchen? So many different rooms that you could be doing, right? So, and then, you know, if they say that they want to replace their tub, right? I ask, well, is it an alcove? Or is it a freestanding tub? Or is it a drop-in? Once again, there's so many different styles, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of styles of bathtubs. This continues to amaze me because, yeah, you don't think about it. I mean, I've been going in the same bathtub forever, so I just don't even think about other styles. But there are lots of styles out there.
Absolutely. So, like, freestanding is one of my favorite kind of designs and styles. I personally really like the one that actually we're looking at what we're next to right here. It's a really cool design on the outside, right? It's a nice thick and nice strong material. But there's so many, it's difficult to say that that's the one that I like the most, right? Because there's so many different options, right?
Yeah. No kidding. Well, I mean, look at this store. I mean, you're going to get the chance to look around here on the show today, but you got to come down here and look yourself to really get the full feel. Now, I want to ask about taps and all this cool stuff too before we go to the demonstration kitchen, because you got a whole wall of them over here. Like, is there the perfect tap for everyone, essentially? Because there's a billion kinds here.
That's once again, it's really difficult, right? Because there's so many different factors. So, I mean, say if you want a kitchen faucet, you can go with a pull down. You can go with a semi-professional or semi-industrial ones, kind of with like the spring where you pull it and pull down and whatnot. And then there's also just like a normal, just fully, you know, one piece kind of kitchen faucet, right? So honestly, it's all depends on you. I mean, also cleaning is a factor as well, right? And then there's, I don't know, there's so much to go over, right? It's difficult to sum it up in one sentence.
Okay, well, I say let's go over to the demonstration area because
Absolutely.
This is incredible. I can't wait to show you what Austin just showed us because you're going to get to see it right here on the show. Let's go.
Absolutely, let's go.
All right, now where I'd say we're arguably in the coolest part of the store here, Austin. What am I looking at?
So this is the Kohler Purist Suspend. So there's only 2 showrooms in BC that has this faucet on display. So this is a live display, so it works 100%. So this uses a wireless control. So with the touch of a button and presto. There you go. Really cool. So this also acts as a kitchen faucet as well as a pot filler. So I mean, there's this aerated or this wide sweep, I believe it's called, and then you can stop it by just pressing this button and say fill a glass of water like so, or a pot, or whatever you may be filling. Anyways, this is by far my favorite piece of technology by any of the manufacturers that we carry. I think, I'm not too sure if there's any plans for any other showrooms to have this, but I hope more showrooms explore this and show this off a little bit more. It's such a cool piece of technology.
Yeah, as you can see, this does quite a few different functions. You can change it up, make it how you want it, especially if you have it in your home. This is pretty cool technology. I'm quite mesmerized by it, Austin, to be honest. But people, honestly, they can get mesmerized themselves. They come down here and check you guys out.
Absolutely. We're open Monday to Friday. We open our doors at, I think it's 8 o'clock to 4:30. At least that's when the showroom's open. So I'll be here waiting for anyone who would like to see our pot filler.
Awesome. Come check it out here. Next Apply Gem on Quinn Street South, folks, in Prince George. Thanks so much for your time today.
Absolutely, no problem.
Home Improvement on CKPG Today is brought to you by the Canadian Home Builders Association of Northern BC. Look for the logo, the sign of Canada's home building professionals.
It's now time for Post Your Pet here on CKPG. And take a look at this one today. This is one of the ones we got last year. Oh, looks like a great summer day here for this pet. Do you think your pet has what it takes to steal the spotlight? Then it's time to post your pet. Head online to ckpgtoday.ca for a chance to win the grand prize. All you have to do is share a favorite photo of your furry family member, or it could be a fish too, and show Northern BC why they're the best. Our Post Your Pet contest is proudly supported by WR Ventures, Northland Nissan, Aberdeen Glen Golf Course, Mrs. Flowers, Johnston Meyer Insurance, Ties Equipment, and the Prince George Humane Society. Tired of missing the good stuff? Let CKPG Today come to you. Our new weekly email newsletter delivers local stories, contests, and can't-miss moments from the show straight to your inbox. No digging through social media anymore. It's free, it's easy, and it's very local. Sign up now at ckpgtoday.ca or by scanning the QR code on your screen now.
We're out here today on the tarmac, the Prince George Air Tanker Base. Now, you might have seen said planes behind us in the air, and you might be wondering, well, what do they do? Why do they go in the air so much? Today, we're going to explain a little bit about what they do and who flies them, too. Lucky to have, we got Calvin here, we got Skylar over here, two of the guys in charge of these monstrous planes. I mean, they do cool work as well, but maybe, Calvin, we'll start with you. How's it going today?
Oh, pretty good. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Thanks for making the time to do this. Maybe explain just a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Yeah, so I fly, I'm a bird dog captain. So what the bird dog is a little plane that guides the bigger planes to drop the water and or retardant on the forest fires that we seem to get every single summer.
Okay, and do you go in front of Skylar then?
I can go in front, behind, or beside him, just depending on what role we're performing in the bird dog role there. So sometimes we'll lead them in, sometimes we'll just check and see if they're on the right line, and sometimes we'll fly beside them and tell them when to hit the trigger to drop the load.
Okay, so you're the guy that yells bullseye.
The guy beside me, my air attack officer, yells bullseye. I'll sometimes fill in for him if he's busy with other things. So,
pretty good. Okay, and then Skylar, you drive these big Electras. These are pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm on the bird dog as well,
okay.
And then the Electra as well too. Yeah, so depending on where the company needs me, I fly whichever aircraft.
Okay, what is it like to fly a bird this big?
It's different than flying something like that. It's not necessarily as agile, but the Electra is an incredible machine that can do a lot of stuff that you don't think a large aircraft could do.
Yeah, well, I mean, and you go in tight spaces. BC is not easy terrain to fly in. How long have you been doing this?
This is my 5th year.
5th year. Okay, and Calvin, how about you?
2nd year.
2nd year. Okay, cool. I'm excited to show you guys today. You're going to get a behind-the-scenes look. I say we go inside some of these planes. What do you say?
Right on.
All right, these guys are the best. We're going to go there. All right, Calvin. Okay, we got inside this. I got to say, This is a lot bigger. You feel like you're a lot higher up than you really, when you're looking from far away, when someone would just see it on the runway or something. But walk me through a little bit about this aircraft.
Yeah, so this is a Cessna Caravan. It's just a general utility aircraft, and utility means we can do a bunch of different things with it, but we use it primarily for the bird dog role. And bird dog is it's where our air attack officer sits. He's the agent from the BC Wildfire Service, and he's up here with me, generally managing a forest fire. So that will be talking to the ground crews, looking at the fire, formulating a strategy to put out the fire, and then I'm here to basically turn that into something that's a safe operation for the aircraft. So we'll be scouting out the runs, making sure that they're safe. This aircraft is more maneuverable than a fully loaded tanker. And also managing, we're air traffic control up there. So you imagine a fire, there's a lot of different aircraft there, and we need to make sure that they're in the right spot so that nobody's running into each other.
Favorite part of flying this?
It's low and it's really, really sporty. It's we get to toss this around quite a bit when we're flying over a fire.
I was going to say, I feel like this is like the sports car, like the Corvette, compared to, you got like the tank over there.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. It's and that's why we choose this aircraft to do that, because if it's like, this run isn't going to work, we can just pull up and it's like, okay, yeah, we can't do it this way. We're going to have to figure out another way to do it. We're also assessing the drops as well. So after they drop, we're maneuvering around and seeing where all that is going and telling them, if they've got a bullseye or if they need to adjust it one way or the other. So.
Do you listen to like Top Gun and stuff when you're doing this, or no?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, especially like the Top Gun theme. That's required listening when we take off in this.
Now we're up inside the biggest thing is it the biggest thing in the BCWS fleet, hey?
It is, yes. Yeah.
How does it feel to fly one of these? This is like, I feel like, yeah, we were saying the other one's driving the Corvette. Is it like driving the tank on the fire?
To an extent, sure. Like I said, it isn't quite as agile as the bird dog aircraft, but the electric can do a lot of things you wouldn't be able to expect it to do. And some of the spaces it can get to, some of the downhill runs in the mountains that it can do would make you think it's not a tank.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, probably more maneuverable than one would think. What's your favorite part of flying this?
As with the bird dog aircraft, just being low over the trees and dropping on the fires. It's just it's an exciting phase of flight to be in when you're that close to the action.
Yeah, I would guess nothing. Like, is it like the adrenaline as soon as you see that, or you're coming up on to do the run? Is that when it starts pumping?
It's the smell of the forest fire smoke, to be honest.
You can smell it in here.
You can, yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is an unpressurized aircraft. So.
Oh, right. Okay. I guess you would get that then.
But that being said, you can actually also smell it in the bird dog aircraft.
Oh, interesting. I want to get out of the cockpit and show you the hull of this, or the body of this aircraft, because this is also kind of a shocker. I think it's going to blow your mind. Okay, Skylar, so you walk out of the cockpit, and this is what you get. How would you describe this? Does it get lonely in here? I don't know.
Well, we're never really back here during the course of a flight. But as you can see, it's been stripped down to the absolute bare bones. And then this beam in the middle here is structural for the tank and that additional load that we carry with the retardant.
Huh. Okay, so when you're looking at the bare bones of this aircraft, is that basically just empty just for weight's sake?
We just don't need anything else, right? This used to be a passenger airliner aircraft, and so there used to be seats or otherwise back here, and it's not needed anymore. So we reduce weight as much as possible by reducing the unneeded equipment.
Huh. Interesting stuff. And for those wondering, when you go out, do a drop with this or do a run on a fire, how long are you guys typically in the air for?
It varies dispatch to dispatch. As I was just saying, we carry about 20,000 pounds of fuel, which is about 4 hours of fuel on a fire. But again, it varies depending on where our reload bases are and the fires.
This is pretty cool. Maybe you get a little more personal with the BCWS aircraft fleet and the air tanker base here in Prince George. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Taking a look outside at our CKPG snapshot of the day from Marvin Friesen, who captured this beautiful shot. You can just feel the mist coming off your screen, can't you? It's nice. Emperor Falls. This is up in the Mount Robson Provincial Park. It's a bit of a hike to get up there. Marvin did it. Looks like it was a nice day to do so as well. So thanks so much for sharing. It is just crazy in the backside of Mount Robson how beautiful it is up there. And so, yeah, like I said, thanks so much for sharing. If you are going on any adventures like Marvin did today, we showed you, we'd love for you to show us your photos as well. snapshot@ckpg.com is our email inbox.
You know how the saying goes, in 2026, you can't believe everything you read on Facebook. Well, today, I honestly can't believe everything I read in this newspaper I'm bringing you. Because there's a story here of a guy struck by lightning while working on the railway. And, well, I'll let the rest of today in local history do the talking because I actually cannot believe how this goes.
Taking a look back to 1920, struck by lightning, unconscious 8 hours. There's a bit of a summary of here this miraculous escape of a bridgeman working on the Pacific Great Eastern Railway near Prince George over 100 years ago. As the article reads here, F. Bocus had a miraculous escape from death last week when he was struck by lightning and after being unconscious for over 7 hours, recovered. Bocus is a bridgeman and is employed on the PGE bridge outfit about 8 miles south of the city. While standing near the pile driving machine on some planks, a stroke of lightning hit a bunch of bolts about 500 feet from him, also a cable which ran across where he was, and then, essentially, he was caught in the crossfire. The accident happened about 1:30, and he did not regain consciousness until about 8:30 at that evening. He was not burned, aside from feeling a little dizzy. Another bridgeman who was sitting nearby was not injured, though he felt a severe shock. I'm going to guess that was the guy who found him 8 hours later.
I don't know. I guess they say lightning strikes twice, so I'll have to keep looking at the papers to see if it happened to him again. But, I mean, I guess if there's a bunch of storm clouds, you hang out by a bunch of metal all day, maybe you're flirting with danger. Anyways, just a thought. Thanks so much for watching today, folks. Don't get struck by lightning. Maybe avoid the metal when it's stormy outside. There's my pro tip. And also, don't forget to take your photos for post your pet. There you go. We'll see if more good stuff done the week tomorrow. Bye for now.